Here are 6 ways to increase networking at your next event. Hi, I'm Matt from BizziEvents. We help corporate event planners unlock more of their most precious resource, time. Not everyone is built with the networking bug. Attending an event where you're forcing yourself to network is hard. And if done without support or without planning, it can be terrifying. We've all been there. We've gone to an event by ourselves, we haven't known what to do, and we end up lurking for 15 minutes, grabbing a coffee, having a bite to eat, and just leaving. That's the experience you want to avoid. If you want your guests to be talking about your event, your product, your brand, you need to step it up. According to a study by LinkedIn, 80% of professionals believe networking to be vital to their career success. If you are able to foster that connection through your event, you've helped build up someone's career. This puts you in a position where you and your product or your service may be top of mind the next time they're in the market. I still remember one of the events I went to for LinkedIn, and one of the activations they had was networking. As part of networking, you got your photo done, you spoke with one of the people who gave you a little bit of advice, a few questions, and then you went from there. I still have that photo, by the way, and it's a few years old now. So how can you make your event less awkward around networking? Well, really, there are 6 simple ways. You've got speed networking. Speed networking is, rather than a stock standard networking time before the event, you could offer a speed dating session. Please, no rose ceremony. We're all done with The Bachelor, no Love is Blind, just a speed dating, speed networking session. This could be as easy as having people stand in a circle and introduce themselves to the person on their left or their right. You could do something where you pre-register so you know those people are going to come early, come on time, and you can do a little bit of a session where everyone is together. It can be as simple as, hello, my name is Matt, and I enjoy spending my spare time doing walks on the beach or working. Next, you've got icebreaker games. Now, there are plenty you can do, and just because you've got a large event doesn't mean you can't do them. These are often fun, simple, and quick ways to get people to talk about themselves, to talk to each other. Perhaps you've actually been part of these at work before, in social events, or even corporate events. On arrival, provide an envelope to all the attendees, but don't let them open it till later. Once you're ready to get everyone to open the envelope, which will have instructions on where to find a secret gift hidden in the venue you hired, work with the staff to get them to suggest where things could be hidden. They might have to talk to different people to get these answers. They may have to talk to staff. Thing is, they may not even know who the staff are if they're not wearing a lanyard. You could play a little quiz, but you need to have a group of 2 or 3 in your team. A little bit of pub trivia without the pub. You know, Kahoot has been a favorite quiz system over the last few years at some of the events we've attended. Obviously, if you're going to do Kahoot, I feel like everyone already expects a prize. Now you add a space for your name tags on arrival to include something your attendees are passionate about. It could be you have two attendees who have a love of ice cream making in attendance, or 2 who are in the same industry who maybe should be avoided. Next is providing a few easy questions. This is just providing a little bit of support to those who may not know what to say first, icebreakers essentially. So it could be things like, what's the last movie you saw? Have you been to many of these events? What was the last event you went to that was fantastic? What are you planning on learning? I'm here by myself. Could you maybe introduce me? I'd love to learn about your business. Sometimes the challenge in networking isn't the conversation, it's how to start one. Providing those openers, those icebreakers, those introductions, they're a way that all your attendees can get used to the fact that they're going to have networking at the event. Could be that certain questions all attendees might ask will mean the other attendees know that it's not only a supplied question, but they're actually just trying to have a conversation. Next is incentivized networking. Depending on how big your event is, actually, that doesn't matter. Depending on your event, you could plan yourself or your colleague as a secret attendee. Make sure the attendees know that networking isn't only encouraged, but there may be a special prize for the first 3 people who find the secret networker. Encourage your attendees to ask certain types of questions or provide some clues as to who the secret networker might be to make sure it triggers, the inner detectives in the group. It's fun, it's different. Next, you can host an event within your event. Yes, the expected networking time on any schedule can still exist if it's done right. Setting a zone or a table where people can not only or where they're not only encouraged to meet others, but it's done in an open and safe area, it means a few things. The first, you're making networking an opt-in event. If you want to network, come over here where the tables are or where the congregation is. If you don't, head on over there and just lounge about. There's a few seats if you need to do a bit of work, check your emails, whatever you need to do. The second is that the networking zone, the dedicated space, is going to be busier. It's people who are there to network and are more likely to be open to people talking to them or to talking to other people. You can do this by having your expert speakers as well. Go to different zones, post the panel discussion, and ensure that different zones are for different types of people as well. And then last one is obviously digital, creating a virtual networking space. COVID's hit us all different. For me, I forgot how to dance. Not that I ever knew how. And now I shake around the dance floor like a cardboard box. Some people may be great at those face-to-face interactions. Others might prefer to learn what they need, get back to work. Provide a way for attendees to share their LinkedIn profile with each other. Might be a way to enable others to connect before, during, or after your event. If you really think you have the ability to do so, and your event really deserves it, consider a closed social group for the event alumni. So, running a networking event isn't as simple as setting a line in your agenda, is it? Getting it right isn't just going to help your attendees get the most value out of your event, but it can also ensure a better outcome for you, your brand, your company, and your event return on investment. Consider adding some of these fun, simple networking event ideas to your next event plan. I'm Matt from BizziEvents, and have a good day.